Hello again. Okay, it's been a while. It's true. Well, when you're aiming to near native fluency in a language. Now I'm going to talk about that. When you're aiming to near native fluency in a language. Well, it's a pretty tough goal, of course. It requires a lot of vocabulary. It requires a perfect dominion of grammar structures, and so. A great knowledge of slang, colloquialism, and so on, the ability to virtually understand everything that you read, and especially that you hear, and that's not easy at all. But if you're aiming to a near native fluency, you're assuring yourself a higher goal. So if you put that goal on your list and you say, I want to attain a near native fluency in this language. You may not reach exactly a near native fluency because you're not exposed to the language daily, because you don't use the language daily, but you're assuring yourself an advanced level. So that's the point of my video today. So yes, there are languages that I'm aiming to near native fluency, and like Swedish, for instance, and like Finnish, but I'm not that crazy. I know that Finnish, unless I live in Finland, I will never really have a near native fluency, because I might one day know quite a lot of vocabulary and so on, but there will still be a lot of patterns. When we speak, we use different patterns all the time. We don't use just standardized patterns. So sometimes we say "I want to." Sometimes we say "I wish I could." Sometimes we say "I wanted to." Sometimes we say "I felt like it," and so on. And so sometimes when we study with courses, we don't come across all of them. And when it comes to Finnish, it has consonant gradation, which is not easy at all to, let's see, you might know consonant gradation. It's simple. Let's say Helsinki, you know Helsingista, that you know. Helsinki, no consonant gradation, that you know. Okay? But there are words that those courses don't give you, and you learn those words on your own then. And it's hard to make that consonant gradation automatically. So it's not easy at all. So I'm aiming to a near native fluency so I can assure an advanced goal, an advanced level in Finnish, seeing that I'm yet very, very far away. But anyways, I'll keep on struggling. And the same thing goes for Swedish. Now I'm not studying Swedish. I haven't been studying Swedish for a while because I'm finishing the Finnish course and completing the Finnish course. I hope I will be able to do it tomorrow, if not on Monday. And then Polish. Oh yes, and then I will study Polish. But like 1 month later or something like that, my idea is to study Swedish in depth, like I studied now, starting from scratch, as if I were a complete beginner. I believe it's best this way. Anyways, the idea is, if you're aiming to a near native fluency, and you say, I wanna reach a near native fluency in this language, you're assuring yourself a higher goal. Because if you say upper intermediate level, for instance, you're assuring yourself an intermediate level. And if you say, my goal is low intermediate, you're assuring yourself a high beginner's level, so conversational level. I believe this is very important because sometimes, sometimes we have unrealistic goals and instead study practical languages and so on. But also, it's possible to aim for near native fluency in some languages. If you're gonna be able to attain that level or not, it depends on several factors. Let's see. If I'm moving to Barcelona, for instance, My goal in Catalan is advanced level, so I can assure myself an upper intermediate level. But if I was going to move into Barcelona, I would most definitely. I mean, definitely, I would reach a near native fluency someday, because I would be exposed to the language. I would study the language. I would listen to the language. I will watch movies. Um, I would read books in Catalan and so on. It would take you some time. It would, but if I lived there, I could attain that level in Catalan. But since I don't live there, my goal is not near native. It's an advanced level. But anyways, this is the point. I mean, if you're aiming for a near native fluency, you're just assuring that you want to reach a higher goal in that language, and that's why you will do everything that you can. You will work as hard as you can in order for you to get there. So that's it, my friends. If you're aiming to near native fluency, you're assuring yourself the advanced level. See you guys then.